Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew huh? Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. For check it, check it. For check it, for check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. For check it, for check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level for check it, for check it, check it, check it. For check it, for check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, this is Showbiz Daily, the show that is giving all the troubles to Sammy Flex and my people here. I don't know why it is like that, but it looks like today Chemo is on the chopping board. And if Chemo is on the chopping board, I won't waste much time. I'm going straight to him for an apology to Team Scott Evans, because that is what they are calling for. The other day when my brother and my pundit Derek Money Everywhere made another commentary on rapper Edem, that Edem was not too cool, I called for an apology, and Derek Money did. In the case of Scott Evans, I've seen a barrage of people online who are also not satisfied with what Intim Dodo Solomon said. Therefore, he would have to send out an apology to them, so there will be peace in the long run. But before that, my name is Sammy Flex. For your information, the show you are watching is actually called Showbiz Daily. I do this with a team of panel, and today I have a team of 3 guests here on the show, in the persons of man like social influencer, aka blogger, aka journalist, aka everything some. He's also an engineer. That is what he wants us to believe. Kobe Josman, the nation's blogger. Hi, Kobe Josman. Where do I go? I think no boss. Kobe Josman.
Yes, sir.
I like the way you like tequila. I like the way Kobe Josman likes tequila. Hey, I didn't know you like tequila like that. Well, so Kwesi Ama is also here, and he is also a blogger. And Kwesi Ama joins us today on the show, and the troublemaker in Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chemo, is also on the hot seat. Whether he likes it or not, he go explain. I don't know if you go explain time. But you go explain. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is handling our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor and director of our show. Taptap Send is also here, guiding us and making sure you and I, you'll be fine in whatever we are doing here on the show. Remember to get an app on your phone if you have to send money from abroad to Ghana. And people in UAE, you can also send money from UAE, Dubai to Ghana as well, because Taptap Send is now operational in your country. Something happened on this show some months ago. An artist, a gospel artist, young gospel artist called Scott Evans was mentioned here by Tim Dodo Solomon. And on the day, Chemo said he has been doing well, spending money on his career and all, but in terms of getting to the top, he still has some miles left to get there. And this has not landed well for them. As it stands now, social media attacks. It's like we've released my friend, my late friend, the producer who that was his name, really Roy. Roy will say they released attack dogs on me. It's like they've released attack dogs on us everywhere. They are chewing us alive. This is what Chemo said. Rich, if you have the video, let everyone who does not know the Faribai or how this issue came about to watch it. And after, I go straight to Chemo to listen to his commentary on that.
In fact, I have another one. This one that I'll mention. That gospel musician who. In fact, I have another one. This one that I'll mention. That gospel musician who. Every category. No. He's in every award. Everywhere he has been nominated. In fact, he had 1 million views at the time that nobody knew. He still had 1 million views for one of his videos. So my point is that the money will not get you anywhere. As in fact, that's why you are not even calling some people musicians when you know them that they are musicians.
Well, so that was the statement Chemo made. Now, in just some few words, Chemo, you have to apologize to them. They are not happy.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to handle this, though, but you have the floor.
Yeah.
And the rest, they decide to talk about it or not. But you have to apologize.
Yeah, of course.
Team Scott, they are not happy.
Team Scott, me too. I think I've seen enough to know that they are not happy about my comments. And you see, when I saw his response, I mean, the direct one coming from him, there was a word like, I'm sad. And he said he's sad because he has been consistent and working so hard. So he thinks that he doesn't deserve that kind of comment coming from me. And at this point, I will agree with him.
Okay.
I mean, if you think, like in your own judgment, you are doing so much, but some people think that you have done nothing, I don't think anybody will be happy about that. So just based on that, I don't have to stretch it. I mean, if I have to I have to explain myself or trying to do like the way some people are trying to.
Okay, so if you check the screen, there were some attacks on me online, especially on Twitter earlier, and that is what you can see there. The people were coming back and attacking left, right, and center. Scott Evans started with senior man like Sammy Flex. This is no. I said I've been working. I said okay, this is how I started. I said big man Sammy Flex. This is below belt too. I really hold you in highest esteem. Then he came back. Rich, you can go on to the next one. And then he came back to say what? Okay, someone commented. It says very disrespectful of Sammy Flex and everyone sitting there. To Scott Evans, who has been consistent since. This is what's his name?
NY.
No, not NY. Gerard. Yeah, this is Gerard's post. Okay, so the post he actually shared on his Facebook was, I've been working so hard over these years to sustain and ensure consistency in this space. Senior man like Sammy Flex on Platinum Sammy Flex TV. This is a no. You've been in this industry over generations. I think you know you should do better by upholding and speaking well of young artists than disrespecting their efforts on your show. I'll never disrespect you, but this why are they saying I'm me like Sammy Flex you are disrespect? Like what is that thing?
I don't, for them I don't get why they are even using that word disrespect, because it wasn't about his personality. No, I don't have to go. I think we are apologizing, so let's stick to that. And my thing is, if he's not happy, then I think I at this point I have to apologize. I mean, it's better to listen to others and what they have done, and appreciate them, even if you can't appreciate it the way that they want you to appreciate it. It's better you stay off or commenting about some of these things. So I will apologize to him just on the level that he's not happy. Yes, but for those who are trying to explain and giving other reasons to even attack and all that, yes, I think now they have seen now there's an issue for them to do whatever to even go that direction, insult and do other things. But it wasn't my intention, or I have no ill motive to disrespect him as he wants to put it. It was just a comment based on the topic that we were discussing. So at this point I'll apologize to him without giving any reason for my actions. I think it's better that I do that for him to feel okay. And even for those who follow him or who are supporting him to know that I didn't do it out of disrespect, as they want to put it. It was just a comment for something that I thought it was normal or okay to say. But now they are just putting it to me that no, it's not okay for them, or they can't take it like that. And yes, I agree, if they can't take it like that, then why should I even insist that we go that direction? So yeah, I apologize, and without any trying to explain myself, I'm really sorry for whatever has what happened, and I wouldn't want to, if I try to go, maybe it will be too long. But the main thing that I want to say is that I'm sorry for that comment, but it wasn't meant to disrespect you.
Okay, nice one.
It was a general comment.
Kwesi, do you want to make any commentary on that? Based on social media happenings, do you want to say something about it?
Yeah, just a short one to say. I think it is in the right direction that my brother has apologized. Yes, it was a comment that he made, and then Scott feels that it was so disrespecting to him. That is what he felt. In as much as whatever my brother said is what he has, observed personally. That's him. He has observed. It didn't go well with Scott, and then he feels this disrespected. Yeah. So what I would say is he should find a place to, forgive him, and then let sleeping dogs lie. Just forgive him, just as he has apologized. That's what I think I can add up.
I see. Kobe, do you also want to have a bite here?
Yeah, brass, I'm here. But before them, Chia Binu Abakon, your friend, writer GH official.
Okay.
He's the CEO of writer groups, and he's doing amazing. So
the
American Ghana for internet is trying to support and create opportunity for the young ones as well.
Good.
I'm not all that surprised, and one thing that I also want to say is we shouldn't always put it in our mind, say a pundit for mindset, say they want to drag musicians or maybe make the other feel bad. We are doing the job, and as part of our job, criticism is part of it. True. Just that nobody will accept anything that is hitting him or her hard, especially when it is not going in favor of you. So as part of we being humans, can be I am call line you'll be paying. So I will bear in line with what my senior brother is saying. So we are sorry one way or the other. We are sorry, maybe he thinks Nieman Kuyi as the orphan, but Nina for the betterment of this industry. And to those people now who push your agenda, I see it's necessary. They should use that agenda and promote some of the music now it is, And in here. It's not this time that you are coming to sit, make the world seem say open arm or don't answer mama. Go there and support his works. That is it. And if Scott also thinks he feel very disrespectful to extent say he thinks he has not made that impact. At least he still have the chance to prove himself. Let your work speak. My Juman and Kasa. And at the end of the day, whoever thinking that Abia won't Juman, at the end of the day, what Juman a betre.
Yeah.
Inti mume forget sa agenda na nkofu push or Twitter nye di hieni mun fan support no go to YouTube mun go streaming njom mun promote it, and let's see whatever impact that we are talking about. And for impact, everybody can describe how big to me huni impact.
Yeah.
ABA in context of what I want to describe my impact is not in line with what I said. But whatever that my brother also said too, I think there was further explanation to whatever conversation that he drew. So we shouldn't make it feel say Team Sammy Flex, we are always happy trying to drag people. No, we sit to discuss issues relating to the entertainment and this industry, and it is all for the betterment and for the love of the game. So we shouldn't think like that. So basically, that's what I can say.
Thank you so much, guys, for starting this for me. So also on behalf, as the father of the house, as the chairman and the big man in the house, I also want to say whoever is offended by that statement, we are sorry about that. But unfortunately, sometimes you guys should take some issues out of this tag of someone is disrespecting anybody. I have heard Kwesi just say opinions and facts are not the same. What Chemo said is a clear issuance of an opinion. And when it comes to rating, at any point in time, anybody at all can rate anybody. In fact, with all Ronaldo and Messi have been able to achieve in their lives, we still have people who say, oh, Ronaldo no hiding, Messi no hiding. They were in defamatory. Nobody has defamed them. So you guys should slow your roll. Slow it. And nobody would allow any talent. I manage talent. I won't allow anybody. But when it comes to someone's rating of but me, I hear people say, oh, Shatta Wale, he's dead. Shatta Wale, he's passed. I hear that. We will go and kill them. Montomo. Now, I've also seen a comment from Rudeboy of P Square fame, and I'm confused. Honestly, I am. I'm confused because sometimes when you hear some people telling artists to invest, to some people, they should use the money that they've made from their music to it's related, eh? But that's not what I'm even thinking. When you hear people say artists should invest, it means they should use the money they are making from music and plow back into the music again. So invest, shoot music video, pay agenda boys, pay bloggers, use your money to boost your views on YouTube and to do playlisting and all that. Sometimes when people say invest, that's what they mean. In some cases, when they say invest, they say that they mean that use the money to go and do other businesses. But oftentimes we say, oh, if you are not, you need to invest. Invest in what? Now, I want to read this story. Let's see what we make out of it. It says, make sure you invest. It is not easy. Avoid stories that touch. Rudeboy advises new generation artists. And it says, Nigerian singer and one half of the P Square band, Paul Okoye, better known as Rudeboy, has advised new generation artists to invest. The popular singer bemoaned the rising case of depression in the music industry currently. He emphasized the importance of investing to new generation artists that are currently trending in the industry, as it is not easy out there. He added that stories that touch should also be avoided because he too is tired of hearing heartbreaking stories. In his words, he said, seriously, a lot is going on in the industry, including depression and all. But I beg, if you reach your turn to shine, I beg, try to do investment. It's not easy at all. Avoid story that touches. Me self don't tire to hear stories. It come like na loose guard industry. Fans took to the comment section to support Rudeboy's advice. And if you go on there, so many people. So I'm here asking. So when we tell talent, because he said invest, invest. Me in this place with my experience, I hear people say invest, and they are telling their child the money you make, use some, shoot quality videos, expensive videos. Go to Nigeria, go and do promotion. It is investment because you're investing in your career. And there are others who also say invest, like the Shatta Wale kind of ideology. Oh, go and buy houses, go and buy cars, invest. Like, which one do we even think this man was talking about? Or which one should we preach to the people? Invest. Where? Kwesi, where should they invest?
Brother, when I saw the post, I was also confused, just as you are. Because I was asking myself, what kind or what type of investment is Rudeboy talking about? So when he started, reading the story, I was thinking maybe he will capture it in it that, okay, invest in this line or that line. But it didn't come that way.
No.
However, investment is an investment. So with the comments that Rudeboy is making, each and every artist or each and everybody will definitely have or has his or her own part. Now the investment, let's take the two sides, since he didn't make mention of one side of it. Let's look at the two sides. For instance, musicians or creatives, you are creating and then you are getting some things out of it.
Okay.
It is your craft that is earning you something. So in this case, you would have to look at investing in whatever you are being able to create. For instance, you have a shop and then you are designing things or some things for people to come and then patronize you. At a point, you could see that maybe so many people are coming on board, which you may need extra, machines or extra things to produce more. You don't sit back and then rely on whatever you have at the moment. So in this case, I would say the investment side, where Rudeboy is saying this type of investment, you just have to invest in certain materials that will help you produce more. Because the more you produce, the more you earn. Okay. But if you get a little money and then you are content with it, that okay, I'm okay with it. So you always be within your cycle where you are not investing in whatever you are doing. You will always be getting that same thing that you are getting. But when you invest by acquiring certain things, now let me use musicians or actors to make the example. For instance, musicians, you release your EP, you release your track, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, it is just cool. I've released my track, and then it may be doing good. That's what it may be doing good out there, without investing, without doing promotions, without looking at how your music is going to be heard by the wide population. These people are the people that will patronize the ones that you've placed on the stores.
Okay.
But if it comes in a case that because you didn't do any promotion or because you didn't invest in that side, nobody will even hear of you. Nobody is going to patronize you. Nobody will even hear what you have.
Okay.
You understand? So in this case, that type of investment, it is very necessary to should I say artists or even everybody, whatever you are doing, you will invest in it in order to benefit more out of it. Now the second side of investment, which I would say, whilst you invest in your craft and then you are earning, you try and then invest on the other side, because as the saying goes, that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. If it is about, just as you said, Shatta Wale normally says that buy houses, do all sorts of that. If you have the means to, enter into real estate, if you have the means to, if it is a poultry farming, or if it is, normal farming, like crop farming, if that is what you want to do, if you think you can
set farming here is very profitable.
Yeah, so if those things you sit down and then analyze and think that, okay, And now I have the means to venture into that side, which maybe the person that you are trying to do with, you have that trust that, oh, this person at least can help me achieve it.
Okay.
You try and then invest whatever you've gotten from your craft. You invest it on that side, not taking everything entirely to that side. Say, oh, because I'm just going to let me go put everything. No. Once you go that side, no, you just have to be thinking that you will still have to invest in your craft.
Okay.
But when you have the means, invest in other sites, which I made mention of, the crop farming or other things, the real estate, so many things you can venture into.
Okay.
That aspect of investment also helps, because you may not know what will happen or what will hit you tomorrow.
Okay.
It could be that your music career or your crafting career can crash. But when you have invested in both sides, if your music career crashes, you still have the other way around. And then if the other way around too crashes, you know this is the side that you are going to. With all the investments, and also I think we have to add it to it. If you are investing, less. I mean, not long ago we did stories here concerning our own Papa, Mr. Ibu's case.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it is part of the reason the man made that post. It was out of those stories because Nigeria, some top movie actors, they have been suffering like this. So out of those people inspired him to actually do that post. Yeah.
So when to end it all, I would say it's an investment. You know, let's look at the social security, which is the SNIT side of it. You know, and then all sort of kind of say.
When you are old or when you have retired.
Yes, these pension schemes now I'm out for you know. You and also another form of investment. So you have to look at that side as well, and then the little that you think you can invest there. So that should be if BBNIA, you know, say you invested in these areas now. What's me out to
Well, I know one challenge we have in our industry is the informal sector. The informal sector, when it comes to those SNITs, social security, sometimes because you need buying rules, so and salary straight, and yet it need a mayan.
Yeah, but you see, we have a lot of private. I mean, I can't say.
If you have confidence in them. Personally, I don't have confidence in those mofos.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, so if you also think you have confidence in them. Oh, but I think definitely one or two out there may have, I mean, our dignity, you know, a bit too high. Brass, I mean, what kind of I'm buying for the
I'll take over. So I'm sure Kwesiama has really situated the conversation well.
Yeah, sure.
When we are telling artists to invest, we should be specific. Either you are investing directly into your trade or outside of it in case of any other issues. But then, Kobe, take over.
Brass, I mean, I want to agree with P Square at this angle. You see, the reason why I see him say this is because we have two kind of lifestyle. We have social media lifestyle and real life ankasa. And most of the things that we see on social media, trying to impress people online, but over real life now, so this musician posts in some direction, B or has said things seems okay with them, but call natural sense and call real life now. Let me also consider this investment. Investment at the side of being a creative is when you add value to whatever that you are doing. For instance, you're a musician, you need to invest into whatever product that you are giving out there in terms of your sound, collaborations, partnerships. So as at the end of the day, products now with the will help to also promote it otherwise.
Yeah.
The other aspect of the investment too that we should also consider and say, you as a brand and as an individual, you need to also set certain things aside. Say a chine bibi will have once we rely on. And that is what comes into this kind of trying to secure houses, get businesses running. Because at the end of the day, So if money is not coming from the other side, and if you don't have anything to rely on, how do you survive? So that is where mostly Shatta Wale will be like, oh, invest. It is not. He's not trying to say don't invest into your what. I mean your craft as a musician. But aside the music, you as in person get something that you can rely on. So as should there be a problem someday, at least that thing can serve or feed your family for the rest of their life.
Good.
And because Yahunsen Kofubebre aye juma, at the end of the day, so munya, what do they say? My year juma ma mine, and I expect on mine say on mine to. But if aside investing their craft, an investment in be a time, the time that we are spending here is part of our investment. Because at the end of the day, we want to achieve a certain value on ourselves as brands.
Great.
So who added that value as a brand? You should also add monetary value to whatever that you are doing, so that you can save from that side, you can build from that side, you can look good. So that you'll be able to make a catch. At the end of the day, why you Juma away for all these years? What did you achieve? The achievement that you achieve, they say at the end of the day, na Juma na why and what you mean yeska a Juma, and I was sit down Papa Bia. So all retime probably to many baby ada.
Yentu.
Yes.
We are casting.
Ada too.
There be yentu. Many currency.
So the main part channel says to try and put something aside so that when there's an emergency, you can rely on that. Yeah, also that chima. Also, they can also benefit from that, because sometimes we see some of these prestigious people or this great personality.
Yeah.
Na abedane a kind of a mockery. Say, oh papa be ye when what did oh papa jama? But if the father was able to establish something, at least the kids or the family will equally rely on. So I think that is what P Square is trying to say. And if we are to all pay attention to that, it doesn't go in direction to only musicians, but to we all. Yen planning and the investment to invest wisely. Ubi ako real estate and just a kum. So Ubi is into poultry and just also go to a direction that you have idea and understand that field very well.
Okay.
I will himself do seek a koshima, Ubenya Faso. And just Uber can say they are investing, so let me also invest them. At the end of the day, Uber Quaco invested, we seek an beshi. And yes, if you want to invest, you invested, but it wasn't the right investment. So let's consider that one too, and moving forward, it will help us.
Thank you. Chemo, invest with no clear instruction on what they should invest in. Rudeboy's post and our discussion. Let me get your opinion on it.
I think it was straightforward. For me, I got it from the angle of invest in your future, invest in your social life, invest so that you will not come and tell us a touching story. So from that angle of touching story, we know that it's about investment outside you being a musician.
But if you invest in your music to like Scott Evans, he's investing in his music. It's for the future.
Yes. it will. You want to put me in trouble, but this one, I'll avoid it.
I know, right?
So if you invest in music and it's paying off, good for you. I mean, it's also a form of investment. I mean, even if you are not a musician, you can still invest in music and make your money. Like Despite did some years back, like he made a lot of money from music. And I've heard the story of Kwame Miki too, even in this house. I think he came here and he was talking about most of the things that he owns now is through music. At the time that he was investing in music and doing music business. So investing, I think it's clear that invest in something that you have something to sustain you when you are old or when you are not doing active work to that you will get direct pay. It's outside that. So if you are a musician, you invest outside the music that you see, you do the music and the music will pay you directly. That one you don't really. Somebody can even invest in you. They will get their money. You will get your pay
Okay.
That's not the investment. The investment is that the money that you are making in music or in the entertainment space, you put it in something else. Maybe as they have said already, like in real estate, or you start a shaxi business like Shatta Wale is doing. It's outside the music. He's doing it outside music. And in fact, all those who have made it, even in music, that you mentioned that they are richest people in music space. Their money, most of them don't come from music.
Okay.
Even we can mention Jay-Z being the richest. It's not because he's getting it directly from his
music.
songs.
Okay.
He's investing in music, but not directly from his songs.
Okay.
He has a platform. He sells things. He's affiliated to some brands. He's investing in some brands for shirts and other things, caps and shoes and other stuff.
Yeah.
The same way with Kenya.
Oh, Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
The same thing. He has invested in a lot of brands. In fact, he had issue with Nike and they withdrew and he lost a lot of things.
Yeah,
yes.
I know.
So yes, and the same way, even when they say that the richest female musician is Rihanna, it's not through his music. It's through her investments. Like he has fashion brands that she sells things.
Okay.
That's where the money is coming from. So it's clear, if you want to be called the richest in the space, it's not really about how much you are making from the music direct.
Okay.
It's about how you invest outside the music or in the music in a way that is not what you will do will bring the money.
Okay.
It is your investment bringing the money. You can also be you can also be a record label boss, invest in somebody and make money from there.
Okay.
So any investment at all is an investment, but I think he's saying that make an investment that can give you something to rely on.
Okay.
When you are no more doing active music and like taking direct money. So the investment is really, really important. As I've said, even the richest musician that you mentioned is outside the music that they are making their money from. Yes, including 50 Cent. He has done a lot of movies. He's investing in other things, and he's making great impact. But it's not through the songs that he did. It's about the investment that he has done outside the music. Okay. So just do investment in a way that you can rely on in the future.
Well, I think it has now been situated right for everybody to know where to do their investment at, and I'm so happy that at least the young people or the new generation that Rudeboy is talking to, they will get a message. If my people got a message, obviously they will also get a message. Now let's look at this story. Personally, I've had my share on it, and I also want to get the views of my people on it as well. It's about Ghana DJ Awards and the fact that the organizers publicized both Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale to perform, and there are evidence. My director and producer will show this to you as well. Evidences of Stonebwoy being publicized, evidence of Shatta Wale being publicized, but unfortunately on the day we saw only the performance from Shatta Wale. When we inquired, what we inquired, okay, so on the screen is Stonebwoy's how do we call it, his flyer or poster for the performance, and I know definitely Shatta Wale's performance flyer would also be shared as well. So later, when after the event I did not see the performance from Stonebwoy, I inquired from the organizers what happened, and the organizers told me that it is because they received a call from higher police authority telling them they cannot perform on the same stage, and that even if they want to perform, they would have to give them prior notice for them to do some benengbings and benengbongs before they can come and perform. And as it stands now, personally, it is a worry to me. The organizers were asked to choose one of them to perform, and obviously they went for Shatta Wale, or they came for Shatta Wale. But still, it does not make me extremely happy, in the sense that we want them to know that it can also happen to us, and therefore we need to find out the solution. What can we do so we don't encounter this particular issue again. So I told MC Berima during Sammy Flex Speaks segment, and you guys can watch that. And when we come back, I get the views of my people, the decision by the police authorities not to let the two of them perform on that stage, looking at this particular situation into the future and what it means to the artists involved. In this case, Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. Watch this. I'll be back. Okay, so my director tells me we'll be watching the video later, but I'm sure we can still continue talking. Maybe Chemo, I'll start this with you.
Yeah. Sure.
What can we say out of this? What should we do? What should be the advice out of this?
It's not a good sign. Yeah, it's not a good sign at all. It's the beginning of what some people will call dictatorship kind of management on the part of the police service. I mean, and then the economic implication of it is that Stonebwoy will lose in this case, because Stonebwoy supposed to be performing and take some money.
Exactly.
So if you tell them not to bring one of them or even choose one of them, I think it's not fair when you consider the economic side of things.
Yeah.
And again, as a police service, they are supposed to serve, not to tell people what to do.
Okay.
I mean, if people are going against the law, you can arrest them.
Okay.
You can imprison them. Whatever that is necessary in terms of the law, you make it happen. But to tell somebody what to do in business sense is really, really bad. In fact, it's bad. Like, it's bad than some people may see it now. If the police service are the ones going to detect or tell people what to do and what not to do at what point in time, like at any point in time, it's not a good thing.
Okay.
Here is the case. Stonebwoy was contacted to come and perform. He will charge, maybe, let's say he was going to take 50,000 cedis. Let's bring that down. Okay. Now that police service are saying, don't bring Stonebwoy. He has lost 50,000. Are the police people going to pay that money to Stonebwoy?
No.
No. So, and what is his crime? He has not done anything. So why are you punishing somebody who has not done anything wrong? And if we reverse it, it was Shatta Wale, let's give the same 50,000. And then the police, because of the police order, they decide to take Stonebwoy and not Shatta Wale. Shatta will lose 50,000 for doing nothing wrong. I think the best solution at that point was the police to give a service in a way that nothing bad will happen. That's their job. If you think, because nobody was thinking that something will happen. In fact, the organizers will provide security at the place. But as a police service, you think that the security that the organizers may provide is not enough. Fine, beef up the security. Do your thing, because you know that something is about to happen. So you take action based on that. But to punish somebody because you think something is about to happen without you also not doing anything about it, I think it's not a good sign. And if we don't say, if it is true, let me put it that way, and we don't do anything about it, it will be worse. Why it will be worse is that then the next event that will be coming, the same thing will happen.
Okay.
And if you don't take care, it will not just be maybe Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale.
Yes.
They will say Saga too. Choose Saga, choose Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale or Sammy. They can't perform in the same event or in the same event. And it will not help anybody. I think the best thing that the police can do or should have done at that situation is to beef up security, provide more security people based on your intelligence. If you think something bad may happen there, that's why you are the security force. Even if you have to involve the the armed forces, like if you have to involve
military.
Yes, bring them on board. I think the best way is to talk to the organizers that, okay, this extra security that we are providing is because of your event, so maybe you have to pay extra for us to compensate those who are coming for it. But to punish artists because you think something will happen, I want to make it look that serious. That's why I'm using the word punish artists. Artists who have done nothing wrong. Stonebwoy didn't do anything wrong, but they have punished him if it is true. And he's going to lose money, and at the same time the audience appeal that he would have gotten if he was there. And I don't think it's a good sign. And the organizers too, I think they shouldn't have just do it because the order is coming from the police service. It should rather be a kind of negotiation, like tell them that what option do we have. But if you are just taking their orders, it's like we are living in North Korea or even in China, because for them, whatever that they say, you don't have anything to say. But if you are living in a country that we think we are democratic and we want to follow democratic principles, I think this is a bad move coming from the police.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Kobe, take over. Let me listen to your input on this.
Yeah, personally, I think I'm not too surprised because of past, incident, that is precedents that happened at the VGMA. So I'm sure that one was the reason why they came in with whatever
this
decision.
directive.
Yes. But if their issue is there will be a problem or there will be kind of
a clash
or maybe confusion.
A possible clash.
Okay. Or maybe confusion along the line. I think last year Afro Chella, now Afro Future, hosted Shatta and Stonebwoy on the same platform, and nothing happened.
Was it on the same day?
Yes. Was it on the same day?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Or was it on the same?
Oh, no. Afro Chella.
That was the later on crowd before the VGM.
Yeah, I think it was on the same day. I think
with the Assassin one, it was intended purpose. To bring them together. So it was something like a unity thing. But with Afro Chella, everybody was built to go perform. And one thing about this whole thing is that anytime Shatta and Stonebwoy meet or maybe perform on the same platform, it brings extra nostalgic feeling be on that particular event. Everybody has his own fans, but when there is this kind of they coming to grace that same platform, feeling be a two different things. And my big boss spoke about the commercial side of it. Right now, one of my key personality, Lucy Sika. And right now, too, they are not making any provision. Say at the end of you trying not to let one party, eat. What are you also going to provide in return for that? So it shouldn't be something that we should encourage. And I am happy we are discussing this thing because we are also discussing it all in the name of the future of the industry. We shouldn't wait for it to be an agenda or maybe something that it will be established. Anytime Saga or maybe Stonebwoy are to perform on the same platform, one has to perform there and the other have to forgone. If we have to push it, this is the time for us to advocate for it. And I'm sure the police, they are our friends. Sometimes when there are issues like this, we expect them because they are professional enough to handle certain issues like this. And as part of their department, department or how they can resolve issues and even give advocacy to people that sometimes you don't understand certain things that they do. So this is the time that we expected them to exhibit that kind of qualities or features that
expertise.
Yes. I'm a training. Anka moye winu na kama tnamas. Call both parties, sit them down, school them on certain things that ebi omumpomuni. Or maybe it is not the artist managers. Call them, bring them on board, let it be consensus between both parties. And I believe at the end of the day, we all have this industry at heart, and no one wants to cause a problem this festive season so as and this time too, I'm sure that there will be so many events out there. And if that is the directive, what if another event too is to build both artists or maybe Saga and even Sammy? So we should be conscious about that and moving forward. Okay,
Kwesi Ama speaks finally on this, then we can run away.
Brother, it is so unfair.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, let me ask: are they going to compensate Stonebwoy?
No.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You see, until
It's not like rebuilding a house around rebuilding a road around your house and breaking it down. You have to compensate.
Because like,
same thing I am perceiving between two and one.
Brother,
Today I went to the police headquarters. As a matter of fact, today I went there because I want to meet the IGP for the solution, because we don't want this to be happening. So I went there, and an appointment has been booked for me for a later date to go and meet him. Probably go with Shatta. Then we sit with him down, so that when someone books us and we know the person is going to have Stonebwoy, we can tell him that do this, do that before the show happens.
Brother, man. So, I think it is a good move I'm making. So, what I want to say is, until we see the value that the creative industry brings to,
the economy and to the country,
the Ghana's economy, until we see the impact, or we recognize the impact it has on it, these things will always happen. These things will always happen. Until we recognize that the industry, the creative industry has an impact on the country's economy, these things will always happen. Like me story, I didn't know much about it, but I was so so sad.
It is not something. It is something that really did not go out, but it happened indeed.
Now I think my two brothers have said a lot.
Yeah.
Shatta, Wale, and Stonebwoy. Brasa, man, you can't take it away. It is just like NPP NDC. It is just like NPP NDC.
I know, right?
On the social media, on TV, on radio, you will hear that big. But behind closed doors, Brasa, man, the love is there. Regardless, the few of them, the majority, the same thing. Because you could even see, say, on the day of the event, Shatta Wale people were there, Stonebwoy people were there. They were all enjoying whatever that was happening. It is just like NPP and an NDC. As I said, I don't know the kind of intelligence. Definitely, I know say it will be based on intelligence and a police negadai. I don't know the kind of intelligence they gathered to, come out with that decision. But if that is how it should be going, or that is how it is going to continue, then I think more credibility, there will be a question mark on it.
Okay.
Why? Because, well, fine, I've made an observation. My intelligence tells me that this is possibly to happen. How can I prevent it, apart from stopping the other party from, appearing on the show? How can I prevent it, or how can I prevent it? Just as Chemo said, police force, like more whatever you can do to protect is way beyond their forces now. And I say, and even if you can't, there are other security forces. Call some of them. This Occupy Jolobi issue because of intelligence. They thought, no, it could a bit me escalate. So there were other provisions in as much. I go through a barricade and a side barricade. Now the police go on. Once now grant me for more. Aside that, barricade nechi. Police will be go.
To mean trespass.
That is it. Now some way provisions.
You can't trespass
because of more intelligence. They've made provisions. But should I say because we know directly or indirectly it is not going to affect them into without thinking about the business side of Nipana Muman at National. Brother, I won't say much about this, but the American say, just as you've made the move, that is a perfect move.
Okay.
But we shouldn't leave this for you alone. The industry, gurus, and I said, more can be a woman. You people at least should come together and then let's try and then bring this to an end.
Okay.
Like we shouldn't be seeing this again.
Yeah.
So because Shatta, Wale and Stonebwoy are on the same bill to perform at a particular place, one has to sit down. If we sit down and then watch it like this, it will always happen. The next time you ever catch us say kid no Kwame Eugene, show baby, the two of them cannot play. So and then if it happens that way, you are distracting the business side of the other. Ebia and Stonebwoy and Atanase, Shatta Kobo. You see, one thing nature make us say, I applaud you for that, You didn't sit down and then watch because okay, Shatta Kobo, I know your artist or boy, you didn't have any negative side of it until what's now baby, or you just want to sit back and then watch. You have rather made the initiative to look into the matter and then the possible solution to this particular matter. We shouldn't leave this for you alone. Okay. I mean, I will please say Stonebwoy's camp. I'm also getting involved if possible. Crowd, the two of you should collaborate and then make this move. Not bring a stop to it because it is so unhealthy, especially to our industry. Yes, strive say you be a man investors be ban if it happens, the investor be about billion million at the end of it. No, I can say like it doesn't sound well. Let's try and then bring a stop to this particular issue. That's all I can say, brother.
Solid submissions from my panel members. And thanks so much for keeping company with us here on Showbiz Daily Sammy Flex TV. I know it has been an awesome gathering. Special thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon, and he's done the manly thing. I heard it's only strong people who apologize. He's done the manly thing by saying sorry to Team Scott Evans and to man like Kwesi Ama. Thank you so much for coming through. Man like Richie, let's end it here because of time. I know you want us to do this, so you do that tomorrow. Yeah, let's kill that tomorrow. Special thanks to Kobe Mobaton, anointing anointed machine
December
December na start.
Yeah, catch event organizers this is the time for them. Somebody anointed electricals now. Your mom power papa, because event and all of a sudden you doom light the obeshi. But you will stand by the bemo. You more technicians or better so you often the Kitua Bubani Kasabi fan. Your head office will local and across the nation, your branches will be Biabra.
Special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency who did camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm sure that you would love this. So subscribe to us and make sure all our subsequent videos and content you also get to watch them. Sammy Flex, I'm out of here with my people. Ta-ta.